What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. We're back out here in the shop on the second and hopefully last episode of fixing the Fourtrax. Definitely not the last one riding it. We're going to be replacing the muffler and rejetting the carburetor. I got my Amazon special muffler right here, as well as some exhaust adapters. So without further ado, let's get after it. Okay, so I'm trying to get this muffler installed on the Fourtrax. It's just a $40 Amazon muffler. Had pretty good reviews on it. John's actually got one on one of his mini bikes. I like the way it sounded. I'm not sure what the difference is going to be between a Predator 212 and a Honda 350, but we're going to give it a shot. The problem is the pipe diameters are not the same between here and there. So what I did was I basically recycled the old exhaust. What I did was I actually ended up just getting a little adapter. This is an 1 3/8 to an 1.5 inch adapter. That small end on the 1.5 inch side actually slides directly into here. Perfect. So I welded everything up. I did this off camera because honestly I wasn't sure if it was going to work. It looks like it might. We're going to give it a shot and see what happens. Alright, so the muffler's on there, but I can't even think about starting this thing until I get the carburetor situated. I know the main jet is plugged, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to have to rejet it anyway for this new exhaust. I'm going to start off probably going up about a size maybe 2 on it. I've got to see what's in my jet kit first. Alright, I took the intake and this crossbar off. What I'm going to do, the right way to do this is to disconnect the choke and the throttle. But to be honest with you, I don't want to have to do all that. So what I'm going to do, the carb's already been drained. It's been sitting empty for a couple of days. I'm just going to flip it over and change the jet out. Yeah, I know that's not how you're supposed to do it. It'll be alright, I promise. Ugh. Ew. Make sure that little plastic piece doesn't fall out. What did I just say? Main jet had a 140 in it, or excuse me, a 142. I'm not even going to try and get this camera to focus in on that, just trust me, it says 142. In this bag is a 145. I'm going to try that and see what happens. Brand new 145 jet. We're going to give it a shot. Alright, so I got the new main jet in. I'm going to go ahead and take this pilot out and see if I can't clean it, but I'll probably go ahead and put a bigger one in it anyway. So let's see what we got. Alright, that is the 35 pilot jet, and it is plugged up tight. I know you can't see that on there, but yeah, there's no light going through there. And I mean, as old as it is, I'm not even going to bother trying to clean it out because I got to change it anyway. So what I'm going to do now is, there's a 35 in it. Let's see, I'm going to bump it up to a 36. I've got a 36 and then it jumps to a 38. So, alright, so 36 pilot jet. I'm going to run that back in now. As with all jets, you don't have to torque the absolute piss out of them to get them to stay on there. Alright, so we're close to wrapping up the exhaust on the Fourtrax. What I've got to do is, the way this exhaust is made up, it's not clamped on. It just slides on like so, and then it uses springs to connect this to this. I'm gonna run some red RTV or something because it's not a tight fit, but I'm gonna get these bolts and weld them on here like so, if it'll stand up right. There we go. I'll weld those on there. Just a couple little quick tags just to hold them on. And then I'll run the springs to these bolts and should be ready. So I got the muffler on there, got the springs installed. Big old fat beta red RTV around there. I'm gonna let this sit up a minute, then I'm gonna get it mounted onto the four-wheeler. So as you can see, the 86 Fourtrax is still a beast. 35 years old and she still runs like a top. The exhaust is a little loud, but I think it sounds good, it does pretty good, it does the job. I might have to do still a little bit of carb tuning. She seems to be running a little bit rich, but out there in the field, she handled like a champ. But that's not going to be the full test of this thing. We are taking it to Busco Beach next weekend, and we're going to be hanging out there with John and Chris and some of our friends. So make sure you come back for that one, because we're going to be putting this thing through the paces. You got to. It's Busco Beach. She's ready to go. There's some cosmetic stuff that I need to do to this thing. There's a couple places on the plastics that I need to patch up. It definitely needs a good washing. Just minor tweaks that I need to make here and there, but mechanically, she's solid. I mean, it's a Honda. If you haven't already, you can like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook at Mini Bike America. You can also pick up a t-shirt, hat, or hoodie from Stover Customs to help support the channel. And until next time, y'all get up, get out there, and get after it.